Chapter 5: Separation of Substances in Nature. We find that most substances are mixed with other substances, forming mixtures. The substances or components in the mixture may be undesirable or even harmful to human health. Often you might have seen your mother cleaning rice, grains, and pulses before cooking. Cleaning is done to remove stones, insects, and eggs, etc., from the items to be cooked. Also, these items are washed with water to remove dust and other small particles which cannot be removed by hand. Need for separation of substances from a mixture to remove undesirable and harmful substances. Imagine the following situations. 1. The milk you drink is not pure. It is mixed with substances like pond water containing bacteria. 2. Wheat and rice grains are stored for a long period. The grains may develop insects, larvae, and eggs. 3. Wheat is not cleaned after collecting it from the field. It may contain stones and seeds of weeds, for the water supplied to your homes is not cleaned and treated by the municipal authorities. In all these cases, it is necessary to remove undesirable and harmful substances before use. To obtain useful components of a mixture, sometimes we separate useful components of a mixture if we need to use them separately. For example, there are a number of useful components of crude oil like petrol, diesel, and kerosene. These are separated and then used. Methods of separation. We shall discuss some simple methods of separating substances that are mixed together. You may come across some of these methods being used in day-to-day activities. Threshing. Have you ever visited a wheat or paddy field after the crop has been harvested? Harvesting means cutting the crop from the field. The grains are attached to their stalks, which are put together in bundles. How are the grains separated from the stalks in bundles? The process of separating grains from the stalks is called threshing. Threshing can be done in the following three ways. 1. By beating the stalks with sticks on the ground. 2. By allowing animals like bullocks to trample the stalks. And 3. By using machines. Machines are generally used in large fields. Winnowing. Winnowing is a method used to separate lighter components of a mixture from the heavier ones by wind or by blowing air. It is used by farmers to separate husk from grains. Husk particles are lighter than grains. While winnowing, the husk particles are carried away by wind. The heavier grains fall near the place of winnowing. Husk is a useful component. It is used as fodder food for animals. Sieving. Sometimes we may wish to prepare a dish with flour. We need to remove impurities and bran that may be present in it. What do? We use a sieve and pour the flour into it. Sieving allows the fine flour particles to pass through the holes of the sieve while the bigger impurities remain on the sieve. In a flour mill, impurities like husk and stone are removed from wheat before grinding it. Usually a bagful of wheat is poured on a slanting sieve. The sieving removes pieces of stones, stalk, and husk that may still remain with wheat after threshing and winnowing. You may have also noticed similar sieves being used at a construction sites to separate pebbles and stones from sand. Use of more than one method of separation. What will you do if you are given a mixture of sand, salt, and water? How will you separate these? We will have to use more than one method. First, we shall separate sand from the mixture using either decantation or filtration. Then we shall use evaporation and condensation to separate salt and water. Condensation, the process of conversion of water vapor into its liquid form, is called condensation. To understand this, let us boil some milk in a vessel and cover it with a plate. Remove the plate after a few minutes. What happens? You will notice water drops under the plate that was used to cover the boiled milk. The water vapor have condensed into its liquid form. The water drops. This explains the process of condensation. Can water dissolve any amount of a substance? In previous chapter, we found that many substances dissolve in water and form a solution. We say that these substances are soluble in water. What will happen if we go on adding more and more of these substances to a fixed quantity of water?